Welcome to Growth Within. Ever feel like you're ready for that next step in your career, but not sure how to make it happen?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Well, this whole series is dedicated to unlocking that potential. And today, we're diving deep into a topic that's on everyone's mind, getting promoted.
That's right. Promotions, they're kind of like the holy grail of career advancement, aren't they?
They really are.
Yeah.
And we've got a ton of resources lined up to help you crack the code articles, research, FAQs, you name it.
We're basically giving you the cheat sheet to understanding what really makes those decision makers tick.
Exactly what matters most when it comes to those promotion decisions, and more importantly, what you can do to make sure you stand out.
I think what's really fascinating about promotions is it's not just about individual ambition. It's actually a sign of a healthy organization.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's that perfect intersection of personal growth and company success. It's a win-win for everyone.
I love that idea, win-win all around. But let's be real for a second. Sometimes the path to promotion feels like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark.
It can definitely feel that way.
So what are those key factors that really make a difference? What are those decision makers really looking for when considering someone for a promotion?
One thing that really jumps out from all the research is it's not just about doing your current job well.
Right. You got to go above and beyond.
Exactly. It's about showcasing those qualities that indicate you're ready for more responsibility, more challenges. You're not just an employee, you're a future leader.
So it's like they're looking for those little hints that you're already thinking like a leader, even if you're not in a formal leadership role yet.
Precisely. It's about potential. And we found that there are 6 key areas where that potential really shines through.
Okay, come on, all ears, lay it on us. What are those 6 magic ingredients for promotion success?
First and foremost, high quality work. I mean, that might seem obvious.
Yeah, you got to nail the basics.
Second, consistently exceeding expectations in your current role. That's the foundation. It's proving you can handle the basics before you level up.
Makes sense. Can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation. So, solid foundation, check. What comes next?
Next, we've got problem solving. It's not enough to just identify problems. Employers are looking for people who actively find solutions, who take initiative and ownership.
It's about being proactive, not reactive.
You got to think of it like not just pointing at the fire, but grabbing the extinguisher and putting it out.
Love that analogy. Okay, so we've got the foundation of good work. We've got the ability to solve problems. What else are we looking at here?
And this ties in nicely with the next factor, continuous learning.
Keep learning.
Exactly. It's not about what you know and now double. It's about your willingness to adapt and grow as the industry changes. Think of it as future-proofing your career.
Always be learning. I love this. We've got the foundation, the problem-solving skills, the commitment to learning. What else is on the list?
This one's a little more intangible, but equally important, loyalty and integrity.
Ooh, that's a big one.
It really is. It's about being a team player, upholding ethical standards, and showing that you truly align with the company's vision.
So basically proving that you're not just there for the paycheck. You're invested in the company's success for the long haul.
Exactly. And that builds trust, which is absolutely crucial for anyone moving into a higher position.
Trust is key. All right. What else have we got?
Now, while experience often trumps degrees, having the right education and credentials can definitely give you an edge.
Oh, yeah. Shows you're serious.
It shows a commitment to professional development and a deeper understanding of your field.
So keep learning both on and off the job. Always a good idea. All right. We're on the last one, right? What's the final ingredient in this promotion potion?
The final factor, and perhaps the most telling, is leadership potential.
Okay, let's talk about leadership.
This goes beyond just managing tasks. It's about inspiring others, taking initiative, and demonstrating that you're ready for more responsibility.
So even if you're not officially leading a team, yet those little acts of leadership really matter.
Absolutely. It's about showing them you've got what it takes to step up and lead even in your current role.
Showing them you're ready for that next level.
Exactly. It's all about showcasing that you're not just thinking about your own success, but the success of those around you.
Okay, so we've got our 6 key factors. High quality work problem-solving skills, a commitment to continuous learning, loyalty and integrity, the right education and credentials, and of course leadership potential.
That's the recipe.
Sounds like a tall order.
Well, it does take effort, but the good news is these aren't innate qualities.
Yeah.
They can be developed and honed over time.
So you're saying anyone can become promotion material?
Absolutely, with the right approach and a little bit of effort.
Okay, so we've got those key factors that signal you're promotion ready.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the how, the practical strategies that can help you actually land that promotion.
Now that's where it gets really exciting. The research actually outlines some very specific tactics you can use to not only develop those qualities, but make them shine.
Okay, give us the goods. What's the first strategy we should be focusing on?
One that stands out and one that I wish I had known earlier in my career is tracking and communicating your achievements.
Tracking and communicating.
Yeah, it's amazing how often we just put our heads down and do great work assuming someone will notice.
Oh, I've been there.
But you need to make your contributions visible, especially in a fast-paced work environment,
I'm totally guilty of that. It's like, surely they see how awesome I am, but you're right. It's easy to get lost in the shuffle. So how do we make those achievements stand out?
The key is to be strategic about it. Don't just list your tasks. Highlight the impact those tasks had on the company's goals. Use concrete metrics whenever possible.
Okay, so data is king.
Data is definitely your friend here. And think about the STAR method. Have you heard of that one?
I'm not sure. Remind me.
Situation, task, action, result. It's a great framework for framing your accomplishments in a compelling way.
Oh yeah, the STAR method. I'm adding that to my notes. So it's not about bragging. It's about presenting a clear picture of your value. What other strategies can help us shine?
Building strong relationships within your organization is huge EE. And I'm not just talking about networking for a new job. It's about nurturing those connections within your current company.
Okay, so building your internal network.
Exactly. Get to know people in different departments, find mentors who can champion your growth, build relationships with decision makers.
So it's about creating that internal support network. People who know your work, see your potential, and can advocate for you when those promotion opportunities arise.
Precisely. It's about building a reputation as someone who's not only competent, but also collaborative and well-respected across the organization.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, what else can we do to position ourselves for that promotion?
This one might seem a bit obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people skip this step. Communicate your career goals with your manager.
Just come out and say it.
Exactly. Don't wait for them to guess or assume. Schedule a meeting. Come prepared with specific goals and examples of how you're working towards those goals, and clearly articulate your desire for a promotion.
Love it. It's like, hey, I am awesome, I'm ready for more, and here's exactly why.
That's the spirit, and be sure to connect your aspirations to the company's objectives. Show them how your promotion aligns with their long-term vision.
It's a win-win pitch. Yeah. You're not just talking about what you want, but how your promotion benefits the company as a whole.
Exactly. Now, another strategy that often gets overlooked is to consistently create value for your organization.
Value creation. That's a good one.
It's not just about completing tasks. It's about finding ways to go above and beyond to contribute to the company's goals through innovation and excellence,
So it's that extra mile, that initiative, that willingness to think outside the box and make a real difference.
That's it. And you know what? This ties in nicely with the next strategy, identify and solve problems proactively.
Oh, being a proactive problem solver, I bet that's music to any manager's ears.
You got it. It's about taking ownership, anticipating challenges, and coming up with solutions before they even become major issues.
It's like being that superhero employee who swoops in and saves the day before anyone even realizes there's a problem.
Exactly. And that level of initiative and foresight is definitely something that gets noticed, especially when it comes to promotion decisions.
Okay, we've got creating value, solving problems. What's next on our list of promotion boosting strategies?
This one we've touched on before, but it's worth emphasizing. Invest in your skills development.
Oh, yes, professional development.
Continuous learning is critical for career growth, staying ahead in your field, acquiring new skills, pursuing certifications. It shows a commitment to self-improvement, prepares you for those higher responsibilities.
So many options these days.
There really are, so take advantage of them.
Always be learning. Take those courses, read those industry journals, go to those conferences. It all adds up.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And finally, we have a strategy that's particularly important for those who aspire to leadership roles, demonstrating those leadership qualities, even if you don't have a formal leadership title yet.
So lead by example, even if you're not the boss yet.
Exactly. Mentor others, take initiative. It's about showing them you've got the leadership DNA, even if you're not officially in charge.
Showing them you're ready to lead.
Precisely. It's about showcasing those leadership qualities in your everyday interactions, in the way you approach your work, and in how you contribute to team success.
So it's not just about waiting for that leadership role to magically appear. It's about actively cultivating those skills and demonstrating that you're ready to lead.
It's about taking ownership of your development and showing them that you're not just an employee, but a future leader in the making.
So much great advice here. Okay, so we got a solid game plan here. 7 powerful strategies for getting that promotion. But let's be real, even with the best preparation, sometimes things don't go our way. What happens when, despite all this hard work, you don't get that promotion?
Well, that's where resilience and a growth mindset really come into play. It's easy to feel defeated and lose motivation, but it's crucial to remember that not getting a promotion doesn't mean you failed.
Oh, it's definitely not the end of the world.
Not at all. It's simply an opportunity to learn, adjust your approach, and come back even stronger next time.
It's like that saying, fall 7 times, stand up 8. It's all about bouncing back and using that experience as fuel for growth.
Love that. And that's exactly what we're going to dive into next.
All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after a quick break. So we talked about the sting of not getting that promotion. It's like missing out on that level up bonus in your favorite video game.
Yeah, it can feel that way.
But you mentioned resilience and growth mindset. How do those actually play into bouncing back from something like that?
It's all about how you frame the situation. Instead of seeing it as a full stop,
Like a failure.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it as a comma, a pause before the next chapter unfolds.
Okay, I like that analogy, a comma, not a period. But how do we actually turn that comma into a powerful transition?
The first step, and this is often the hardest, is to seek and analyze feedback. Don't shy away from that conversation with your manager.
So go straight to the source.
Exactly. Go in with an open mind. Ask specific questions about the areas where you might need to develop further and really listen to what they have to say.
It's like getting a personalized roadmap for your next level up, even if it's not the route you initially envisioned.
Exactly. It's about turning that feedback into actionable steps. Maybe there are some skills you need to hone, certifications to pursue, or even a shift in your overall career goals based on what you learned.
So reassess, adjust, and maybe even chart a new course if needed. But it's easy to feel stuck in a rut, especially when you're feeling discouraged. How do we maintain that momentum and avoid getting bogged down?
This is where staying positive and committed comes in. It can be tough to stay motivated after a setback. But remember why you started this journey in the first place. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep refining your approach, and keep pushing forward.
It's about having that long-term vision, that marathon, not a sprint mentality.
Exactly. And even if you decide to stay in your current role for now, continue to focus on delivering exceptional work, stay proactive, and look for new opportunities to learn and grow.
Keep raising that bar, even if the title hasn't changed yet.
Precisely. It's about demonstrating that you're not defined by this one decision, but by your ongoing commitment to excellence.
So much great advice for navigating the ups and downs of the career ladder.
It's all part of the journey.
And that brings us to the end of today's deep dive into promotions.
We hope you found it helpful.
We covered a lot of ground, those 6 key factors, practical strategies for getting promoted, and even how to turn setbacks into opportunities for growth.
Remember, promotions aren't just about climbing the ladder. It's about continuous growth, both personally and professionally.
And that's what Growth Within is all about.
So until next time, keep those ambitions high and keep learning.
We'll see you in the next deep dive.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the sting of not getting that promotion. And I love that analogy of the comma, not a period.
Yeah, it's all about keeping that momentum going.
But how do we actually, turn that comma into a powerful transition? What are some practical steps we can take?
Well, the first step, and honestly, this is often the hardest, is to seek and analyze feedback.
Ooh, feedback. Yeah, that can be tough.
It can be, but it's so valuable. Don't shy away from that conversation with your manager.
So schedule that meeting.
Exactly. Go in with an open mind. Ask specific questions about the areas where you might need to develop further and really listen to what they have to say.
It's like getting a personalized roadmap for your next level up, even if it's not the route you initially envisioned.
Yeah, it's about turning that feedback into actionable steps.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some skills you need to hone, certifications to pursue, or even a shift in your overall career goals based on what you learned.
Okay, so reassess, adjust, and maybe even chart a new course if needed. But it's so easy to feel stuck in a rut, especially when you're feeling discouraged. How do we maintain that momentum and avoid getting bogged down by, the disappointment?
That's where staying positive and committed comes in. It can be tough to stay motivated after a setback, but remember why you started this journey in the first place,
Don't lose sight of your goals.
Exactly. Keep your eye on the prize, keep refining your approach, and keep pushing forward.
It's about having that long-term vision, that marathon, not a sprint mentality.
Precisely. And even if you decide to stay in your current role, for now, continue to focus on delivering exceptional work, stay proactive, and look for new opportunities to learn and grow.
Keep raising that bar, even if the title hasn't changed yet.
Exactly. It's about demonstrating that you're not defined by this one decision, but by your ongoing commitment to excellence.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about the importance of promotions, those 6 key factors that can make you stand out, and even those practical strategies for not only getting promoted, but also turning setbacks into opportunities for growth.
It's been quite a journey, and we've only just scratched the surface.
So for those listening, what's the one key takeaway you want them to walk away with today?
I'd say take ownership of your career journey. Be proactive, be strategic, be resilient, and never stop learning and growing.
It's about being the CEO of your own career, even if you're not the CEO of the company yet.
Well said.
And that brings us to the end of our very first deep dive in the Growth Within series. We hope you found this insightful, inspiring, and maybe even a little bit motivating.
We had a great time.
We'll be back next time exploring another facet of career growth.
Until then, remember, your career is in your hands. Keep those ambitions high and keep learning.
See you in the next deep dive.